Hi friends, welcome to my channel Reno's Chat and Talk. If you are new, please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share my videos with your friends and family. We completed 6 tenses, isn't it? Simple present, present continuous, present perfect. In present tense, 3 tenses. And in past, simple past, past continuous and past perfect. So 6 tenses completed. Today we do the seventh one in present tense, last one actually, and seventh one present perfect continuous tense. What's that? Present perfect continuous tense. First, present perfect means has plus V3. Okay. Then continuous means V1 plus inform or V4, isn't it? Then, but here it is a perfect and continuous tense, and we make this as a standard also. Perfection. Here we make it standard, like we take V3 only, but B form V3. Been. Okay? Been we take. Because it is a continuous tense or a progressive tense, we take been, that is V3 of B, has or have, because it is present tense, have forms two, has or have, plus been plus V4, V1 plus inform. Okay, so has been doing or have been doing. Again, has same, like third person singular, he, she, it, has, I, we, you, they, have. Okay. What is this tense? Present perfect continuous tense. What it is, what it talks about. Action started in the past, still continuing, because it is a continuous tense. Action started in the past and still continuing. Then we use this present perfect continuous tense. What is the structure? Subject, has or have, plus been, plus V4 or V1 plus inform, plus object or any other words. Like they they have been playing cricket in the ground. They have been playing cricket in the ground. Okay, like that. I have been watching TV. Okay, we have been talking. We have been talking, or they have been waiting for us. They have been waiting for us. Okay, like that. Then usually in this present perfect continuous tense, we use since and for. Okay, since particular or specific, that point of time. Okay, that particular time. Since 2000, since 2010, or since 8 o'clock, since morning. Okay, since January if it is month, since days of the week, since Tuesday, since Wednesday, like that. Just like in present perfect also, we use this same since and for period of time, length of period of time, for 2 hours, for 2 days, for 2 weeks, 2 months, or for 2 years, like that. Okay, for a long time. In that way we use since and for. Look at the examples. We have been living here since 2015. We have been living here in this place for 5 years, or if you want to specify, since 2015. We have been living here and it is still continuing. From that year started living here and still it is continuing. Then we use present perfect tense. And action started the same only. Action started in the past and still continuing. And we are using for and since for the same. Okay, they have been watching TV for 2 hours. They started, suppose for example, at 5 o'clock they started. Now it is 7 o'clock. So they have been watching TV for 2 hours and still going on. We don't know how long they watch the TV. Okay, for 2 hours we have given, because up to now it is for 2 hours. It may extend. Okay, it is a continuous, the action is going on, still going on. Then we use I have been teaching since 2000. started in 2000, it has been continuing. Okay, that is the thing. He has been playing football for a long time. He started and he has been playing football for a long time. Okay, in all these cases, look at these examples: has or have plus been plus before. Okay, live plus him, watch plus him, teach plus him, play plus him. Okay, these are the sentences, and then usage since or for. Since for point of time, and since for point of time, for is for period of time, length of period of time, duration of the time. Then you may get a one doubt, because in present perfect also we use since and for, and here also we are using. Then what is the difference? Present perfect, it also talks about the action started in the past but completed, isn't it? Action started in the past and completed, just completed action, or up to that time, isn't it? Up to that time, or the result, you can see means recently completed action. That's why you can see still the result you can see. In such cases we have used, isn't it? That day, when I explained once again, you watch that video, present perfect tense. Then there also we have used since and for. But what is the difference between present perfect tense and perfect continuous? Action started in the past and completed. Okay, up to the time. But here action started in the past and continuing. That is the basic difference you have to find out. You have to understand also. Okay, next. We do now negatives and questions. But this actually present perfect continuous tense. In this continuous tense, we should not use certain verbs like state verbs or stative verbs, earlier non-progressive verbs. When in that video, first video, like simple present, when I taught, I showed you the list of words, list of verbs which we call as non-progressive verbs or stative verbs, for which we don't use continuous tense. And that principle, it applies even for this present perfect continuous tense also. Like, I have been knowing him for past 2 years. You should not say I have known him for 2 years. I have known him. I have been knowing. You should not use. You can use present perfect tense. Continuous tense only, stative verbs we should not use in continuous tense. Okay. I have been understanding the lesson. I have understood the lesson. I have understood the lesson. Till now, what is being taught, I have understood. I have been understanding, you should not use. But that point you remember. I have been knowing, I have been understanding, I have been having two children. No, I have. Okay. That also you remember in continuous tense, those stative verbs you should not use. Rest of all you can use. Then when uh, you frame negatives, you have to insert not between have and been, not after been. Have and been only we have to insert not. They have not been singing melodious song. They have not been. So in between this has or have and been, we insert not. Okay. Then it becomes a negative sentence. They have not been singing melodious songs. He has not been preparing for exams. We have not been watching cricket match. We have not been watching. So in between, we are using in between have and been or has and been, we are using not to make it a negative sentence. Then what about interrogative sentence or questions? Then positive sentences, we call it as affirmative sentences. And negatives, this one. And questions, interrogative sentence or question forms. In that WH and S no both are there. WH, where have you been working? Where have you been working? Always may first this auxiliary verb, then subject, then main verb. That you have to remember in any question form. First WH question word, then auxiliary verb, either do or am or have, whatever may be. Okay, any auxiliary verb. Mainly be forms, do forms, and have forms. So after that, any subject, then main verb you use. After that, rest of the sentence. Okay. Since when has the, when you are using, you better it goes with since. Since when has the child been crying? Since when has the child been crying? The child has been crying since 1 hour. Since 7 o'clock time you have to give now. Since 7 o'clock, since 8 o'clock, like that. Okay. Since is already mentioned, so you specify the time. Since 7 o'clock. The child has been crying since 7 o'clock, like that. Time you specify. How long have you been reading books for? I have been reading books for 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. Okay, like this WH questions you have to frame. Then yes, no questions. Have you been listening to songs? Have you been listening to the song? First beginning only auxiliary verb. Okay. Has he been waiting for the bus? Has he been waiting for the bus? Like that. Have they been playing cricket? Have they been playing cricket? Have they been watching TV? Like that, you frame questions. Yes, no questions. So, this is about present perfect continuous tense. In this, the important thing you have to remember is action started in the past and continues in the present also. It continues, it is still going on. Action is going on. That's why we are using continuous, that word. So action started and still going on, and mainly we use since and for, and the structure has or have plus been plus before or anything else, or object or any other rest of the sentence. To make, you should not use stative verbs because it is a continuous tense, that you remember. Then difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. There it is completed action up to now, completed action, and this is action which is continuing. That is the main difference. Then to frame negatives, insert not between have and been. Okay. Then to make questions, the same auxiliary verb first, question word, auxiliary verb, subject, then main verb. So this is all about present perfect continuous tense. Next, also we do tenses. We'll continue. Okay. Thank you for watching my video.